Good morning, Acadiana. Abby Breidenbach here with Chef Mandy at Vermilionville once again, and we are making syrup cake. If you're just joining us, we're having cake for breakfast, and we're not mad about it. What's our next step? We already mixed our dry ingredients and our wet ingredients separately.
Right. So I went ahead and mixed in the cinnamon, nutmeg, and salt into the flour, get it nice and incorporated. I dissolved the baking soda into the hot water. It has to be nice and dissolved.
Why do we do that?
Part of the recipe. So they said to do.
Okay.
You always got to listen to the recipe for cakes. They say it's chemistry. You can modify a tiny bit, but pretty much you got to follow it.
Okay.
So the next part is it's going to be part by part.
Okay.
You sift in the flour into the syrup,
Okay.
a little at a time, followed by a little bit of the water mixture. You go back and forth. You always want to start with the flour and end with the flour. So it's going to take a little bit of time.
Okay. Should we be like mixing while we're sifting?
Yeah, I normally put a little bit of flour in. I'll mix that in. Add a little bit of my water. I'll mix that in.
Okay.
So I'll show you what I'm.
Let's go for it.
So I usually just take my measuring spoon, just to make it a little easier on me. Don't need to measure it because it's already measured out. Get a good bit in there, and just do it right over the bowl so it doesn't make too much of a mess. All right.
Ooh, it smells yummy. It smells kind of like a holiday treat.
That's the nutmeg. It has that really strong flavor, and the cinnamon added in with that syrup. So you want to get that good mixed in.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I wish you could smell this. It smells so good.
Okay.
So then do we go in with the water?
Right. I usually get it good mixed before I add the water. So that's a good step. Because once that water hits, remember it's hot water, so it'll kind of melt the syrup a little bit, help it mix in a little bit better. But it's going to be in stages, so it's not all going to go in all at one time.
Okay. So we're going to stay here. We're going to keep alternating the dry mix with the water and mixing it in.
Right.
And then we'll pour it in the cake. And how long will we put it in the oven for?
It'll go in for about 15-20 minutes, depending on how well your oven works.
Okay, perfect. So we're going to do all of that, and then when we come back to you, hopefully we will have a cake ready to try and let you know how it is. I can already tell it's going to be great by smelling it right now. I wish everyone in the studio could come here and enjoy this with